Hello, everybody, and welcome to another beautiful, breezy week in CNFTs.
Beautiful and breezy. That's right. Welcome to the CNFT News. We're here every week, every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, which is now 7 p.m.
bullish.
UTC. It changed.
Oh, right.
It's changing.
True.
Daylight savings time. What a mess. But we're here. We're here with a wonderful guest waiting backstage. Right now, we have Ali Illustrated Cardano Women.
On the day of FemFest Eve, we're gathered here to celebrate.
Holiday. So we'll be bringing her out in 5 or so. And for now, we're just doing a little intro. So, the space has been moving. Things have been happening. There's some interesting news to share today. This baby's been going wild. It's been a exciting time.
This has been and we had a big Charles space last night. Always a good time. Always an inspirational time. Okay, buddy.
He's getting tired of being around these bright lights.
That's why you can face the other way, buddy.
That's right. But yeah, we had a great time in that space with Charles yesterday. He went on and on and on, just answering any questions at all from the community, which was really cool. Did you catch that, Tyler?
Even what kind of fruit he would be if you were a fruit.
Yes.
A star fruit.
And that was asked by Art.
Yes.
Who posed that question. It was a star
Charles
fruit,
played it safe and said F.art.
Yes.
He played it safe. I can appreciate that.
Oh, but yeah, no, I missed that. What was the occasion? Was it just random? Or?
He was talking about NFTs and state of crypto in general, and just like taking questions from people in the community. A lot of people asking stuff about marketing and Cardano, and
NFTs. He said that he does not find claymates to be very ugly.
I saw that.
He said they're fine. So I was gonna have to empty my bags.
But
that was just one highlight that stands out to me.
But it is nice. This does remind me that I think it's nice that he's not all degen into NFTs, because then it could just be messier if he was like hardcore into
He
NFTs.
called Marco a kingmaker.
Yeah, he did. So why ain't I a king?
I know. Come on, Marco. I'm waiting for that crown.
I mean, queen.
Well,
duh.
Whatever you want to be, really. So, yeah, it was a really good interview, I think. An interview with Space, kind of the community interviewing Charles in a way with various questions. Everyone kind of had a chance to say, hey, I'm still waiting for having an idea of what I want to ask Charles.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, I could go up and ask him something, but
I want it to feel right.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Do you
have any thoughts on that, Tyler?
I don't know. I mean,
what'd you say when you met him?
I literally went blank. I just CNFT News picture. I was so tired. That was like the last
picture me news.
Pretty much. He's like, I met this caveman over at the CNFT.
He had great hair.
Yeah. Very cool. I think is it recorded? Is that a recorded space?
Probs.
Yeah.
He hosted it.
Other little news. I've upgraded to ChatGPT 4.
Oh,
and I'll tell you, it's much better.
Oh my God.
I ran the same prompt into 3.5, which is what everyone's using, and 4. Very different results. Like way more pithy.
We've been doing
creative.
Like
number 4.
Agent face-offs between our facility, 7 agents, like in pop culture. What if you faced these 2 agents off?
Yep.
What would the fight scene look like?
And it never has done anything satisfactory until 4. And I was like riveted.
It had references.
They were talking as they would. They were using their
Yeah.
gadgets that they normally use, famously, and it was was All right.
How do you?
And that's just been in from 3.5
You gotta pay.
to 4.
It's 20 a month.
Oh, so it's that the plus version?
You get access. That's right. The plus is now with limited ChatGPT 4 usage, only 25 prompts every 3 hours currently, and they expect that it will be fewer as demand increases. And of course, they're working on apparently using ChatGPT 4 to train ChatGPT 5, which will be even better. And I mean, honestly, 5 from 4, like that's going to be significant, because this was already kind of a big step. I feel like now it's maybe where you would want it to be. And I think 5 might be like taking us to new places.
Too
I'm
far.
just getting excited about it, though.
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to test that out.
It's worth screwing around with. I've used it for a lot of different things. We use it. Oh God, it's just better than Google sometimes.
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
sometimes not at all. You got to
Yeah.
think about what you're plugging in.
Yeah.
But sometimes really good. All right, let's do the real show here. It's time to bring out our special guest. She's waiting in the wings, ready
With
to go.
an amazing sweater
in the
on.
green screen,
Oh my God,
in the green
I love
room,
it
wearing
so
a green
much.
sweater.
Yeah, that's right.
So let's do it. We're going to bring in our very first and only,
Announce it,
indeed,
Desi.
special guest. Let's hear it.
Cardano women.
Nicely done.
You know, it's so nice to have you. My name is Monique, and we just never have enough women on the show. I just love that there is actually a Cardano women. You know, I'm new to this space, so it makes me so happy.
Well, I always enjoy, having my dose of news when I can. So it's a pleasure. Sorry, my cat is currently trying to distract me from.
Cats, babies.
It's a baby cat too. How old is this kitty now?
She is going to be almost a year old now.
Wow.
I know, we got her when she was a kitten, and I blinked and she was already one. So just a heads up, as you have the little one with you, you're going to blink, and next thing you know, it's going to be
first B-Day.
Full on degen.
I know. Oh no. It's going to be a wild world of gaming by that time.
He's already got his.
He's going to be
his
Ready
Cardano
Player
wallet,
One-ing.
So
Sure.
he's on the way.
That's right.
Pre-gen. Pre-degen?
Pre-degen.
Pre-gen. I don't know. Yeah. Well, thank
I see
you for
what you're
joining
doing.
us. Really glad to have you.
On the best day we could be having you, the day before.
I know, right? But before we get all serious, we have to do some nonsense.
yeah,
We're contractually obligated to do some nonsense. So I'm going to begin the nonsense segment with a short video. Very short. Oh, look who it is.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a big kitty.
Wow.
She did get big.
In 1 year? Not bad.
Very nice. We just have a few, just questions that we feel are good nonsense, but they also tell us a little bit about you. They're always different every day. So these are the ones for today. Tyler, if you have one you'd like to bring.
I don't have one today, but I have Jet.
Oh yes, dodge a bullet.
So I want to know, would you rather never be stuck in traffic again or never get another cold in your life? I think you could still get COVID, but you would never get another cold.
I'd probably go with the never get a cold again, because as I've gotten older, they get worse. I don't get them as frequently, but they get worse as time, I haven't had you in 4 months, so bam, I'm gonna just give you 4 weeks of a subscription to my sickness sort of thing. And then the whole traffic thing, I don't have to worry about it that much, actually. I just gave my paid off car to my family member whose car just died, so I was like, perfect, I paid it off and you can have mine. So I don't have to drive anyway.
And we're in Web3, so we're just not having to do that quite as much.
Just roll out of bed into the metaverse, right?
Good decision.
That's
Good
about
decision. Get in my Aeonium Sky car, which is a lot better for the environment.
It runs on dreams and wishes.
That's right. Very best.
Very good for the environment.
This one's kind of depressing, and it's a hard one, but would you rather lose all your money and valuables or every picture you've ever taken?
I think the trick is to mint your pictures as NFTs.
Yeah.
Both.
You better do that. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know, because I come from a rationale that I may be degen and I like to pump my own bags, but I'm okay without money. Right now, yes, I'm kind of stressed because I would like to eat. I would like to go to CNFT and all these different things. But at the end of the day, I think that I could be fine without money. My pictures for me as a freelance model have been very
And it's part of your work to make more money. It's your
well. I mean, it's part of
in
my
a way.
work. It also is like a part of me. So like the reason why I model is to create confidence, to create memories. Like, because my viewpoint of it is like, if I go crazy, put me in the Notebook movie and just show me the pictures of what I was when I was younger, and I'll be like, I want to be her when I grow up, and my grandkids or whatever, whoever, will be like, that was you, grandma, or that. And it's like, it's weird, and I'm terrible for speaking it into existence, but I think I'd be okay with losing my money.
I mean, I think so. I feel the same way because I just don't have enough money or like physical valuables that it would like whatever.
It comes and goes anyways. I mean,
I
like
know.
clothes, I go take it to Goodwill when I'm done with it.
Maybe
Or
if I had a lot of money, maybe if I actually had some significant amount of money that would be hard to get again and I had just gotten it, then maybe I'd lose the money.
But I've also seen a lot of success stories where like a person who got $1 million, lost it all, and then worked hard again to get it back. I was like, it's a cycle. So
yeah,
there's that. And then of course, people who have a lot of money, they've been very transparent as of lately to show that it's not all that chalked up of what we think it is, right? You know, you still have mental health issues. You still have
you've got more in a lot of
drama.
cases.
Pictures.
And you maybe feel less like you need to even address them because you're surviving okay, you know?
True.
Cool. Good answer. And would you rather be, I'm curious about this because I don't know what your actual, like how you actually grew up. Only child or 10 siblings?
Ooh.
What is your true situation? Do you have siblings?
No, I'm an only child. But funny enough, giving some like history background, I wrote a paper in elementary school that actually got me called into the office because I was transparent and honest that my mom wasn't able to have my sisters that I was supposed to have. I was supposed to have 2. And the paper was, I'm so mad that I don't have sisters because I get in more trouble. If I could have had sisters, I would have gotten away with things. And
it's true.
Interesting because being called into the office, they're like, is she getting in a lot of trouble? Like, what's going on here? But in my household, it was just strict. But I'm curious.
And you're the only one with getting the focus on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in and out, but I do keep a schedule. So let's go to the official interview part. And I'm going to play the special guest segment again because we were supposed to start with the Nonsense Now segment, but we're working through it. So here we go. Special guests, Cardano women.
All right. Welcome, Allie. Welcome, Cardano women. That sweater is so amazing. Like, it's so Cardano women, so Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of some alpha because something like this should be coming sometime soon in a variety of colors.
That I can have. Wow. Oh my God, I will definitely get that. That's amazing.
Yeah, this one's a sample. So if you like it, maybe like plug in your color of choice. But
yes.
I think I was thinking blue, purple,
blue or
red, green, and then coffee. So
you guys are gonna start doing merch like that, or
yeah, we actually have a few merch things up our sleeves, I guess, pun intended.
Good one.
Been working on a lot of things in the background for Cardano Women since, gosh, it's been about a year since we've been on the air. What has happened?
I know. It has been a long time.
Still building a lot, so it's a lot to unpack here. Merch, I guess, for Alpha, I have obviously this in production in the works. There is actually going to be a sneak peek of another piece that you can see in our Future Fest bots. It's not going to be the exact item, but the print and kind of the aesthetic will be in play, and will probably then lead to the announcing of the actual item. And then last but not least, who's ready for summer? Because
So ready.
Yeah. So I got some things that I'm looking to for getting ready for summer in that aspect. So trial and error. That is one thing I will say. Merch is not easy. If you can work it out,
right? Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it was awesome. But yeah.
So is are any of the Future Fest assets? Oh my God, I'm seeing right now. Some of them been released now?
No, technically. So Mint, so I guess for those who don't know, Future Fest is a project on Cardano, but also they are very active IRL, and they host virtual events like concerts and those kind of things. And they're actually working to see if they can be present in doing the Cardano Summit virtually for those who might not be able to attend in Dubai, as it was recently announced. So if you can, see how you can get involved and support that kind of aspect. Whisper in Charles' ears or something like that. Maybe he might listen. But I reached out to them back in end of January, and I'm totally pulling out a Hail Mary. I asked, how many women are in your community? As we mentioned at the beginning of this show, there's not a lot of women in Web3. It's a growing number from what we remember, but it's not quite what we count as equal. And that being my mission about bringing more women to the ecosystem by amplifying the women's voices in Web3, that's where we came up with FemFest. And it's going to be a concert, extravaganza, mixture of a whole bunch of kind of things. So
with all women performers.
Yes,
right?
All women DJs. We've got Rizkilla, who does more of Afro beats. We have Wendy Escobar. Actually, she'll be first. And she does more of EDM stuff. She's a Colombian DJ. And I'm really, really excited for all of the music that she has to share. We're getting her sets, or all of their sets, tonight. And then what you'll see in the preview is basically they built the world for us. And these are thinking spacey, cathedral,
space Disney, cyberpunk. So Galaxy.
Virtual environments are always top notch.
Amazing.
So they did an amazing job of making my Pinterest board come to life. And then last but not least, we are bringing in the closing performance will be by Amber VHS.
I love
if you have seen her in the Disco Solaris community, she's going to be doing her own music and a performance in that kind of aspect. And we've had some sneak peeks and really, really loving her set. So really excited about the lineup that we have. And the first two, I will give a shout out. You probably won't see it now, but probably later since it is on YouTube. Big shout out to Will Gaines for connecting me to these ladies. He's on the Ethereum side and does a lot of events and stuff like that, and actually met him at NFT NYC the first year around and was super excited to help me out with getting this all planned out, because I'm not as well versed into the music industry as you think I would be. I listen to it a lot, but who do I talk to? It's all about Web3 connections. And so there was that. And then Amber kind of came in as a saving grace, because the last person that we had originally reached out to, unfortunately, had some IRL things come up and was unable to commit. And I felt like it was even better because it's from within the Cardano community.
Totally.
Cardano community. As we've seen other metaverse things happen, but it's not been, the numbers of loud Cardano members versus Ethereum, Solana, all that kind of good stuff. So this is going to be great to celebrate predominantly Cardano, but overall blockchain. And so outside of the concert, though, we have an artist hall, and I don't have any sneak peeks of that yet either, because we're currently still building
an artist.
There's an artist hall, so kind of like spatial galleries.
Dude.
It'll be like a whole hallway that you can walk through and see artists from Ethereum, Lana, Tezos, Polygon, and then of course majority from the Cardano community. Actually,
That'll be great for anybody who's not in the community that comes. That you know, I know you've been trying to do some outreach for people outside of CNFTs.
Yeah, we ventured off into Facebook to look to see if people were interested. And since it's not an NFT like in your face kind of event,
Mhm.
it's actually getting a positive response. And we have probably about over 70 people who are interested and would probably attend from
That's
the Facebook
legit.
community. Like 1 month of advertising is actually not bad. So imagine what next year is going to be like, because
Mhm.
we're looking forward to doing this again.
Totally.
And also huge shout out to, for those who might not know, there's another marketplace out there called DropSpot, and it's kind of like Foundation, but for Cardano. One artists, definitely amplifying their voices. And so they launched an International Women's Day campaign. And of course, I also work there. So shameless plug on that. We had a whole bunch of artists to put into the alt for that as well. So there's that tidbit. And then going into the NFT aspect, FutureFest already has NFTs that are available on JPEG Store on the secondary market. There's the regular one and the deluxe spot. But how can you build on top of that? Plus, as I mentioned, I reached out to Poppy that end of January with a month's worth of time. Any 3D artist listening to this are like, are you crazy? You cannot create an avatar in that span of time. So we didn't. we have accessories that you can actually pair with. Yes, we have accessories that you can pair with your bot. And if you don't have one, it's not necessary to have one. You can use the default ones that they'll have available for you. Web 2, Web 3, you can still be a part of the festival that way. And
hasn't only like there's been an Ethereum project that created a full avatar, but there's only been like one project that created a full avatar so far, right?
I think so. They've done a lot of partnerships within the community, Yummyverse, Angel Baby Hit Squad. They even were able to lend, or Claymates were able to lend some of their
Clay, yeah.
Plays After Dark. Shout out to them as well. So a lot of stuff. And then shortly after our event, they're also working on setting up an event for Voodoo Brigada, which is a fashion sort of thing. So that is actually really exciting. If anything, like FutureFest is a very well slept on project and should be
I know, like everyone should be flocking here.
Everything the world they're able to do, and this could
are amazing behind it.
Yeah, they are so amazing. Like they've made, like I said, a month worth of work and planning and execution.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jason for dealing with my frustrations and stress and and feeding me and making sure that I take care of myself. I think that goes for any project, you know. Project owners do a lot of work, but the people who are behind them and supporting are just as valuable and contribute
including
a lot.
The cats.
Sanity. So yeah. No, it's been wild, and they did an amazing job of giving us like a template as to like, okay, this is what we need first, just date, time, all the bare minimums, details, and then they kind of gave us like a template as to like, okay, this is what we're capable of doing in our world now, and this is what we look forward to doing. If we can try to make it happen within a month, we'll try, but if not, you know, we'll save it for next year, so on and so forth. So that was great leeway into just having that conversation and seeing what is possible and what isn't, and what is something to look forward to in the growth of a project like FutureFest. And then another thing that you saw on the website, it's going to be a little hard to kind of explain, but they're actually putting up a storefront.
And it's the first, y'all are the first project on the storefront.
Yes. So the storefront is basically where you can buy, kind of like in a Diablo game and things like that, you can buy the non-NFT versions of accessories. You can buy emojis and sprays because you can graffiti up the world. We made it pretty. Now you can destroy it. kind of thing, and just have fun. And they also have aspects where you can use in the world voice proximity check. So we'll have social areas so you can step away from the music and talk to people. If you see someone who's not Web3, you can be like, hey, this is not your world, but let me, help you out and
have you heard about wallets?
Exactly. It's great. But a lot of this is also big shout out and contributions from within the community, because I couldn't do this by myself, and neither could Future Fest as well. We came up with the ideas and we've been executing a lot of things behind the scenes, but we actually had sponsors that helped make this production happen, because obviously it's not free, right? So we had C-Swap Dex, if no one's heard of them, an amazing project. Do your own research. I won't do the ranting now, but they are incredible. And then Veggie Mates, that you've seen them around in the community. They're also a contributing project to sponsoring. Jason Matias as well, as an artist, but also he has his own projects such as the Art of Selling Art. So if you're an artist and trying to learn the business of it, that's a good route to go about. And never to forget Ada Anvil. They've been doing an amazing job of providing minting services, and a lot of they are actually also helping with our minting of our NFTs. So only fitting that we had them as a sponsor as well. And big shout out to their team on patience and all, just generally all the help that they've offered. They are real pros. So mad shout out to them.
Well, I want to hear, I forgot to ask you in the beginning, I want to hear a little bit about what the mission of Cardano Women is and what you're hoping lies ahead in the next year, or just near future, whatever.
Absolutely. So joining into Web3, I first was annoyed. I did not like the conversation. I didn't like the fact that I didn't understand what was being discussed, and feeling like I was left out of the room when my partner was in Clubhouse and talking to all these people, all that kind of stuff. But instead of just staying mad and walking away from it, there was a few things that piqued my interest. And then, of course, Siri, thank you for listening to me, put up a few things for me to see, such as Emily Ratajkowski getting into NFTs and a few other people who are pretty big names. So I was like, okay, well, if they're getting in, maybe it's not just a phase. And dived in and saw that there was a lack of women. And that was another thing that prompted some anger, because there was a lot of articles saying women are slow to NFTs, women are slow to technology. And if there's anything to say about me, I hate when someone tells me that I can't do something.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
Right? I was like, okay, it has to be women in Web3. And I found a ton on the Ethereum side, and they have their own neighborhood. Mad shout out to, World of Women, Power of Women, all those women projects. That's their neighborhood. And we can intermix and intermingle. But when you go into a chain, it's nice to have your own sister.
Base of operations.
Yeah, relate to it. So at that early time of Twitter Spaces and early adoption, I had asked Hero if I could do a Twitter space like Cardano Women and see if we can, amplify women and things like that. And he said yes. And we were kind of starting to do something like that. If anyone remembers Mermaida, she was kind of trying to do something. But we have busy lives. And so I took it upon myself to be like, I want to do it. I want to find the women. In my life, I haven't had a lot of women friends or something. Like my school was granted mostly women, but in my personal life of a job as a veteran, hardly any women, hardly any sisterhood. So it's like, this is like tied in perfectly with me. But so overall, we look to amplify women in Web3, and meet them at the intersection of art and technology, and education. So it's a lot to cover. It's not easy. I definitely took a bigger bite than I could chew, but with a variety of ways. By hosting Twitter Spaces, by having projects such as affirmations, for example, in a time when toxicity was high and rampant, everyone's looking at their wallets, so why not have some positivity in there to kind of like balance everything else? When you're looking at Twitter all day and looking at your wallet all day, you can have some equilibrium stuff going on there.
And I love that it came with phone wallpapers, because that like really helped me when I was pregnant to be able to look at that nice information. Okay.
Well, we're building on that, actually. If I can give some alpha as to the NFTs to look forward, those affirmations, you'll see them again in Future Fest with, we have 2 sets of NFTs. We're going to have an affirmation bear, which will be like your little companion, kind of just like a regular teddy bear. It won't be animated because unfortunately that's too short of notice to make that happen. But each bear will be rainbow colored to match their affirmations, and the bear will be holding it, and you can take it with you to spread love and cheer and all that kind of good stuff. And then the second NFT is kind of like a bundle NFT. Not a lot of people have heard of a project called Threefold Bold, but I loved what they've done by having a thumbnail, and then in that you can have more surprises in your NFT, basically.
It's like a journey. It's a whole
right?
journey.
We're thinking to have a fem pack as a backpack. You'll click into Pool PM and then open that backpack, and you'll see that you can take that backpack with you into the FemFest world, along with a candy choker necklace. And then we wanted to do a scarf sort of thing, but we had to like adjust and make it a beanie. So that's kind of something exciting to look forward to in that fem pack. And so those 2 will be available.
A candy necklace, that would be amazing.
I'm actually thinking about trying, like, after everything is all said and done, digging up some beads and making some physical ones and see what we can probably do there. But I digress. The artist who actually
we got the affirmations.
Yeah, I want to show this here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here we go. Quote from Mary Shelley: "The beginning is always today."
OG badass Mary Shelley
True.
wrote Frankenstein when she was like 17 or something, yeah. Which I guess is like 28 in today's time.
Right.
Phone background. I recognize that from your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Really
and
cool.
then there's affirmations gift as well.
We got this airdropped, and it's so beautiful.
Yes,
so I was like, there's a gift in there. Amazing.
It's a coloring book, actually. Just a few pages of a full coloring book that we hope to look forward to in the future as well. And
wow, I didn't even scroll down. That's amazing. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, I like that one.
Right.
Oh my God. Ah, your dress.
Yes, the Power of She token. And
that was so epic to see you in that at CNFT Con. It was just like, it just felt like so many things were manifesting.
That's just year 1. There's still
more.
Beautiful.
Cool.
And then if you scroll up to the second to last page, that's a good print indication as to what's to come.
Oh.
Merch-wise. It's like a
the stained glass.
Stained glass window sort of thing. Not going to detail as to what exactly it is, but that's a good like.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. And you kind of had a bit of a cathedral vibe at the FemFest.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It all ties in together.
Branding.
Yeah.
But this is actually an off-track, off-beat thing from my main project mission, because talking about wanting to bring more women to the space, one of the things that I found what I wanted to do next, or not next, what I've wanted to do since day one is have, because at the time it was just apes and not a lot of things that was like relatable to women.
And now that's coming back again. Coming back around.
The thing I wanted to do, I guess the best way to do it in short is call it a culture conservation project. It's called Pangea, and we're going to break down Pangea over time by continent, by countries and states, and all that jazz. That will be after FemFest as like a what's to look forward to next on the roadmap, but that's the original roadmap. This is more like the dirt road that we took to do some stuff, being a part of the community, and also kind of it does fit in very well with our mission statement and our vision about bringing people into this space, because we've got the DJs, we've got artists, we've got Web 2 people who are coming into this event. for the first time and getting a chance to see NFTs. And I know he's probably watching right now, but I do want to give a shout out to also, because that's something that I find very important, is the artist who's helping us make our NFTs is none other than 8 Aquariums.
We love him.
yeah.
He has his own project. He has been a part of many other projects, and he's done a great job. So that's kind of like
Aquarium project. Jesus
something
too.
to look forward
All
to.
sorts of goodness.
So
Yeah, I cannot wait to see those. I mean, I've been just like itching to see what those 3D assets are gonna look like. I can't wait. What time is it tomorrow? I have a reminder in my calendar, but just
so the event starts at 5 p.m. PST. So I think that's
8 Eastern.
yes.
Cool.
But the NFT drop will probably be in the morning. I will be dropping some of that information on Twitter once we clarify some things, because we are kind of running things down to the wire last minute. But you'll see some of that information in Discord and as well just on our Twitter. And of course, since you mentioned that you are affirmation holders, you have first come, first serve to mint. So your whitelist, I guess, kind of thing is that aspect. But if you're part of the CSwap community, if you're part of the Rare Evo community, or Ada Anvil, there's about 40, or also Future Fest, there's 40 whitelists each available to get into, and you can get a chance to get early access to minting. But there's going to be just a total of 500 companions, if I can speak. I haven't had a lot of sleep. 500 companions and 500 fem packs. And that's it.
Oh my god, I can't wait. So will we know by tonight what time the sale will be? Okay.
Yeah, I'll have everything all set to go.
Cardano Women Twitter.
Yes.
And probably Future Fest will say it as well.
Yes. All sorts of information. Again, pulling this off in 1 month is not easy, but also very well worth it. And I'm really, really excited. So thank you to everyone who's contributed to just keeping me alive, keeping me happy and motivated, inspired, and just support. So
I'm so glad that I'm going to be able to make these next 2 Future Fest events, because I've missed like the last 2 because I just didn't know when they were happening. But this one is vital.
Good one. Yes. Yeah.
But Tyler, you haven't talked much, and I've definitely rambled a lot. Did you have anything that you wanted to contribute to?
And I've been sitting sidelines, I think, from a lot of things happening in this space. So just listening to everything that's going on. Plus, I mean, I'm a big fan of Future Fest, big fan of Cardano Women. So it's exciting to hear everything coming together.
Exciting, for sure.
No
Hello to everyone as well watching. I see that there's some comments. So hello.
Yes, shout out Luna Rose. Shout out. I forgot to be showing comments on stream. It's hard. I don't know how you do this alone a lot of times for the past year. Awesome. Thank y'all for everyone that came to support. I know that we'll be seeing you tomorrow. So wait, tomorrow, is there going to be voice? Like we'll be able to talk to each other?
Voice proximity chat will be available. Best way to say is, if you want to be a part of it, go to futurefest.io. They have a beautiful setup that says FemFest, and they'll have everything in there. It's pretty straightforward. Best way to log in is, unfortunately, they don't have mobile capability yet, but you can watch on Twitch for the stream that way, or you can be on desktop Mac, or however that works. They don't have Oculus capabilities yet, and I think there's another one that I was thinking. No, I think I answered that one already. So just go to futurefest.io and create an account, or you don't have to really create an account, but you can, and just have fun. Music starts at 5:45, so you'll have some ample time to get familiar with the controls. If you don't have a mouse, you can kind of play with it. I will say that was one of the tips and tricks from Cardano Poppy. Make sure you can have a mouse. It might help you navigate the world a lot easier and see the world. So yeah.
Is that 5 Eastern or Pacific?
5 p.m. PST. So that will be 8 p.m.
Yeah,
EST.
3, right?
Awesome.
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Great. Very cool. Well, awesome. I caught at least half of the interview, and I really enjoyed the parts
And
that
we'll
are
be
here
there
for.
tomorrow
We'll
for
be there
sure.
tomorrow for the
I mean,
thing.
that's a good lineup for tomorrow too, because you guys doing Facility 7, I think, and then
Sure, still
Future
7,
Fest.
then we do this, then we have some sort of stream later, so it'll be pretty
It's gonna be
good.
a party packed day.
Lots of so many.
Who wants to make new
I'm
friends?
excited to have the youngest attendee probably at Future
That's right,
Fest.
my boy.
Actually,
Damn right. He said, I support
Be a
women.
little robot.
Oh yeah, I bet he would love a little future bot.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
get him a cool
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get them the
baby
blog.
bot.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're gonna do a
Always
little
a
handoff
pleasure.
here,
Yeah.
and we're gonna switch over to the news. Thank you so much for coming again, and I do hope to see all of you in chat here running around in the Future Fest event.
Yes, looking
tomorrow.
It's
fly.
yeah.
And go buy your amazing accessories. I know I will be.
Hell yeah.
Wait, did you mention how people can get those, or?
no, I haven't yet. So Ada Anvil is actually building the website right now as we speak. So that'll be available through CardanoWomen.io. I'll also plug that into the announcement, specifically the link, but you'll be able to find it through there, how to mint. And so I also didn't mention mint price. So the companion is 100 ADA. And then the Fen pack is 220 since it is a bundle of an NFT. So
Oh shit.
it is a little pricey, but it kind of makes sense since we want to
I
be
mean,
respectful
220
of.
ADA is not what it was. That,
No,
No,
that's
it's not what it is anymore.
No longer $600.
You're literally getting a big pack of accessories.
Yeah.
Remember when it was $600?
When 220 ADA was
That was
$600.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Well, that's the thing as well, right? Ada Anvil, are they able to take other forms of payment? I haven't.
That's a good
I'm
question. I'm
looking
not
right now.
familiar with that.
I will get all that information for everyone, and it'll be on Cardano Women's Twitter tweets. pinned.
Awesome.
All right, so keep your eyes on the Twitter. It's going down tomorrow. If you got an affirmation, you're whitelisted. So I don't have to worry about getting there before it's sold out or so. Like,
No.
whitelist, I can definitely get one.
Mhm.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks
So
again
We'll
for
look
coming.
forward to it. See you there. I'm
Yeah.
sure your bot will be looking fly.
All right, bye. All right. Wonderful.
BRB.
And now the swap has been made. And we get down to the news. So let's introduce it, shall we? All right. So the news doc is today is just a bunch of links. So we're just going to be going through and finding out as we go what we're going to be talking about. That's always fun.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share my screen and we're going on an adventure, people. Okay.
Shout out to Mr. FOMO, as always.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much, Will, for taking care of us and getting us some links. Now, this first thing I actually just randomly saw on Pool PM. It's always fun to see NFTs and be like, oh, what's that? Learn a bit about it. Now, this is actually a passport for the Republic of the Ape Society. And I saw this thing and I was like, hey, that's got a pretty cool aesthetic. You see this?
Yeah, I have been seeing these. I'm not too familiar with what they do.
I have no idea what they do or what the point is, but I think it's real pretty.
Yeah, it is a cool graphic.
So that's some news as far as I'm concerned. But now on to the real news. Now there was a whole thing where some folks, well, a specific person, I'm not sure, basically exploited a minting, a couple of NFT mints by figuring out some was it multi-sig related, or was it just somehow he was able to figure out what had not been minted yet and get metadata of unminted things and not mint like compare the metadata to what he was about to mint and cancel. I'm not really 100% sure the technicals on it, but it's actually a very interesting thread, and I thought I'd just read through it. There's a couple things that we might skip past, but oh right, I have to keep it here. All right, so this is from NFT Hub with some really great write-ups, another good news source out there. So dear CNFT community, to whoever missed the events of the exploit minting services like Flipper.io and JPEG Store NFT by the tokenizer bot owner Zaymar de Tweez, whatever, Tews, not pronounceable, that affected our dear friends GGMC, NFT, and SAG Alliance. And here's a little summary of it. So we'll just kind of breeze through this. So he posts first, Emil, who is the owner of Tokenizer, posts on Twitter a list of metadata stags that has yet to be minted. And of course, most of these tweets have been deleted since then, so you can't actually look at them. But yeah, some of them are still there. Got some screenshots and whatnot. Then he posted another list, even larger, and then he actually minted a few of the few rare ones. He tweeted that no one is safe, and also put the metadata up for download for the goofies. And guess what? If you downloaded that metadata, you get a Trojan horse. So this guy is really just going straight hard with the trolling and hacking and griefing, really. So obviously that tweet has also been deleted. Puts the rare assets up for sale, and some are bought. So he does manage to flip a couple, but then Flipper decides to catalog. I found this interesting. Decides to catalog the assets of the exploit differently. So you can see here that this NFT was obtained illegitimately. And that's a pretty interesting warning for you'd have to be pretty plugged in to what's happening to get that up in time for it to matter, right?
Yeah.
So pretty cool that Flipper was able to do that. Flipper and Goofy decided to cancel the exploit NFTs and reissue them for minting, which is great. Yeah, see, it was a multi-sig thing. Again, technicals a little above my head, but the story is very interesting. A new hacker, KLBN, doxes Emil on Twitter. He shows his real name, and we don't really need to get too deep into that, but he basically anti-hacked him and threatened to release the code of his bot Tokenizer in a day unless they speak about it. And I don't know if this is a picture of the guy or something. Emil's Instagram account goes private, blah, blah, blah. It continues, and we're finding out there's more to come. So there's kind of I don't know if he's a white hat hacker or it just in this case is helping out, but, hacker versus hacker stuff going on out there. And I did see that P-Tobes or Patrick Tobler had posted that Endmaker is immune to this sort of attack for some reason. I'm sure he understands that a bit better than I do, but there are certain mints that I guess are exploitable, and hopefully devs are paying attention, and this event will raise flags for anyone whose systems are potentially vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting to see a little hacker war going back and forth, though.
It's very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, so let's go to our next link here from Will. So, well, actually, another thing I wanted to say, this is what my Discord looks like now. Look how cool.
I did get the notification.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it the other 2 days ago.
I love this. This is my favorite thing now. Even the scroll bar is like different colors. Cool. Let's. I guess that's like a beta thing that they're rolling out slowly to people. So just look for the ability to customize your appearance. It'll pop up on your app. Okay, so Flipper.io, attention Cardano, experience a whole new level of NFT on Flipper.io alpha release. Our hub is launched with full token trading support, a referral program for you to earn your crypto and more. So there is more, and we'll just they have minting safety leaps forward by providing secure battle-tested service. Sure. Of course.
I'm gonna pause right there and say
what?
real quick. I haven't had a hot take in a while, but I think the marketplaces need to stop minting like
garbage.
I think stop minting in general because of the garbage that's being minted. Like, just let them stick to the
services,
to the marketplace stuff. I think Plutus, like, they did it well where they just have like a link to Endmaker, which I think that makes sense because then it like separates them a bit. But sorry, just a little interjection, a hot take.
Could be true. And I mean, it's kind of funny that they talk about all their security and then immediately they were pwned by this hacker.
That was on
So,
Flipper that happened.
wasn't it? Isn't that part of the? Well, Flipper was responding to it, and they said that Flipper assisted in the burn of those assets that were.
Oh yeah. Well, it says minting services like Flipper and JPEG Store, so maybe it's just a similar.
Well, they specifically mentioned Flipper burning it. I don't know. All this news is coming thick and fast. Let's take a look at Flipper real quick here. This is the marketplace. Maybe we could look at Space Buds as they are. Yes, thank you, Valo, for the confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they were minting on Flippers. So take those claims of extreme security with a grain of salt.
And those aren't Space Buds anymore, Trevor. Those are.
This is what's on Flipper. Maybe Flipper's behind the scenes here.
I forget. There's like a new.
Behind the times.
What is
it?
There's
the new one.
The depreciated buds. That's what those are called.
Is that what they're calling them now?
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Space Buds because just 2 days ago, I believe, Space Buds put up the wormhole, allowing people to travel through the wormhole with their NFTs and get new artwork. This is the updated, non-stolen artwork from Space Buds.
Have you sent yours yet?
I sent Bearson through.
Bearson.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And
actually,
yeah.
I don't know if I've been on the fence about sending mine because if I do, they'll be the first 2 NFTs from 31 weeks. That won't be my fault.
So true. Here's Bearson and his new.
Damn, he looks sexy. Wow.
Yeah, that bazooka is pretty heavy.
That is cool.
Yeah, he looks all right. So I took him into Photoshop, and I've started the animation process for the updated, adventures of Sharky and Bearson. So here he is, fully animated, and you can see I've got his mouth in there. He's got the cupcakes around his mouth. It's all coming together, but slowly. Obviously, there's a lot. Oops, I stopped sharing. Obviously, there's a lot going on. There's so many things, so many cool things to do that you want to do. And here's the original. Yeah, let's just. Yeah. So back. Huh?
You still have it?
This is the old ones. The depreciated ones. This short we created 11 days after Space Buds minted.
Wow.
So this was out there early.
Do you still have Sharky too?
Sharky and Bearson. I have both of them. Sharky is not gone through the wormhole yet. I love that a wormhole was what was used.
Yeah, right.
Like exactly like this one. So pretty cool.
It wasn't ready yet. That's why they couldn't go through.
What a shame. Not yet.
This time maybe.
That's right. Yeah. Oh man, good times.
Yeah, that was an awesome little short.
Stopping my screen share. Mistakes. All right, here we go. We got some more links to look at. ADA handle. Everything you need to know about ADA handle personalization.
This looks fun.
All right, so we'll take a look at this sneak peek here. So you can see ADA handles coming in with social links and a designer for your profile page and avatar and whatnot. Just a little image. Let's take a look at the actual article. So handles, obviously, very important to this ecosystem that we're in. I use it all the time. ADA handles, great idea and a great integration with so many different platforms and wallets that it's just like it's the shit. Love handles. So the handle designer. Now this is of course just a prototype image here, but they will finalize that and release it soon. At launch, you'll be able to customize your profile picture, handle background, handle name, add social links, and a QR code. So if anybody then knows your handle, they can find out more about you, which has been an interesting struggle. Whenever I find someone's handle, or like I find a wallet and it has a handle in it, and I'm trying to figure out who owns that handle. Sometimes you can do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's doable. Sometimes it's not. But it's really cool that now it will be as long as they have, of course, opted in and set up their profile for that handle. You'll be able to do it. You'll be able to find their social links and whatnot, which is huge. And now, oh, look at this. So you can use NFTs in your handle, only verified or in your profile picture, and only if they're verified. And it says there are 3 projects that will be launched, or 3 projects that are verified at launch, and they're not revealed yet. So
Any guesses?
Any guesses?
I'll say
Plays.
Will probably be one.
Plays. Probably some ape project. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, Clay's, Space Buds, and Ada. The apes. I'm losing my words today.
They got apes,
Ape
one of those
Society.
Ape Society, sure.
Yeah, those will be
Take it. Do a little Claynation thing. Here we go. Snoop Dogg, gin, juice. It's a 1 of 1, and it's being raffled. Oh, that's cool. See, I like that. Using their raffle system to put 1 of 1s out there.
Yeah.
That's great. Obviously a raffle system for players, users and holders is also great, but I don't know. I like this better. So we go to ClaySpace and let's see how that's going. So take a look at these raffles. 20 ADA to get in on this, and 2 days, 1 hour, 60 minutes. So 2 hours. 1 hour and 60 minutes, people. There are 800 sold so far and 2,000 total available. Interesting. Definitely want to buy one of these tickets. I'm going to pick up a ticket. I'm into it. Love that. Awesome. Let's see what else we got. Yes. We Are Boomers from Ash and Trey are now minting, which is pretty cool. This is a comic that's been on Cardano for a long time, and they've been just coming along with it. So let's check out this mint page. Oh, they're gone. Oh no, good. There's 12. It said 0 when I first. No, there are 1,265 remaining. Cool. By CNFT Tools. Minting by CNFT Tools. I didn't know they were minting.
Me either.
It's a nice little interface. It looks like you can choose which one you want to mint, or no, public or whitelist. I see. Details, not clickable. Weird that it says details, because these are the details and the mint button. I'm starting to understand what I'm looking at here. It's slowly coming through. All right, awesome. Well, let's check out Black Owls.
Damn, you pull these up quick.
I've got them all loaded up. See?
Oh, yeah.
Ready to go.
Makes sense.
Blueprints. Jabby Z blueprints. Complete. Okay, now someone with more familiarity with what Black Owls is up to might be able to tell you more about this, but it does say...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I mean, I think Will was kind of talking about this last week. I feel like this might be all that we know right now, because I know they were slowly dropping those like teasers that had like redacted.
Yeah, it says there's a new teaser coming soon. Anything? February 4th? No, nothing quite yet. We'll find it soon, I'm sure. All right, awesome. And then Facility 7 news, of course. And updating the website, getting things going. We've been making appearances. We were on Cardano Over Coffee earlier this week. We were on the Wolves of Rome gaming space also earlier this week.
Yeah.
And we're also on Thor on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Hell yeah.
And that'll be a video, so we get to show off all this stuff. Ooh. What do you know? Some cool animation with some awesome artwork. Who knew? And as we're going here, we're slowly showing more and more stuff from this project. And one thing that we're going to start showing off soon is traits, because each of these are going to have a number of traits that they can come with. I mean, if we can swing it, I'd like to make them all unique,
That'd be cool.
PFPs. But the problem is every single thing has to be drawn for every single, it's all individual. None of them are posed the same. So
Oh yeah, true.
here we go. So that's been my project lately. I'm going through and creating traits and drawing, and it's been a lot of fun. Yeah. Of course, the propaganda posters are currently out. There's only 214 of these, and almost halfway sold now. These will mark you as an OG to the project. There will be, more drops to come, many more, and expansions to the game and all sorts of cool stuff. This is, of course, for those not aware, a board game that we, myself and Alyssa / Summer / Monique, has been working on for a long time. We're really excited to bring this to CNFTs as well as IRLs. Vala, thank you very much. I am not the artist I created the box. I did anything with icons. I created all that, everything basically, except for the characters. I can't do that. I can't do that. No, but I am able to do some other things. So it's pretty cool it feels like a big collaboration between myself. The artist is a woman named Melissa, who we brought in for the project from the Netherlands. She is not like in CNFTs, but she is awesome, and that's cool. I'm really glad to have this artwork. And then I guess what I'd say is join our playtests, because you can earn data tokens with the playtest. We do these every week at 6 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. Join the playtest, and we're also doing movie nights as well. So let me just pop up our announcements channel here. You can see. So this week's movie night features Cardano nudes, and we're going to be watching John Wick 3 in our Discord. So basically, you just go to the voice chat, and I share my screen and play the video, and we kind of do. It's a little Mystery Science Theater. We talk a little bit. We crack some jokes. We do some trivia. It's interactive, and of course, we're trying to have a different special guest every week. We got nudes. It's really exciting. He's a great guy. And John Wick 4 is coming out tomorrow. So that's why we're watching. We watched 2 last week. We all liked it so much. We said, let's just watch 3 next week, so we'll be ready for 4, which we're going to go see next weekend. So very exciting. The animations are all me. So that's one thing. So if we look at what she's done, our artist, Melissa, drew all of the posters, and then I took these and animated them, made them 3D, cut out all the things, and made it zoom inable and that whole thing. So again, like a straight collab there. And that's little Facility 7 news. Anything else, Tyler? Do you want to talk about your recent?
No, not yet. It's too early.
Okay, keep that on the DL for now. What else?
I don't know. Any other news happening?
That feels pretty good. I mean, we shared some things that are real.
Yeah, I think we had a good news run.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That baby, he's a handful.
He's rambunctious.
He's rambunctious.
Oh, and no marbles this week, right? Is that what I heard?
That's exactly right. So there will be no marbles, although I do plan to do some kind of stream, probably Jackbox games or Fall Guys or something.
Okay.
At the same time, we're trying to fill the slot.
I'm down. I also did just cop Left 4 Dead 2 the other day, and I see that you also have it.
I played it all like 20 years ago.
Same.
A lot of it. I made a really good friend who I was internet friends with for like 10 years. He came to my wedding. Like,
damn.
And we just haven't had time to chill much anymore. But
all 3 of them,
too, man.
Wow.
Good game.
Yeah, and I used to play when I was forever ago too, and they had it on sale. It was like $1 on Steam. I'm like, oh my god.
All right. Well, I've always wanted a game with you, Tyler.
I know. I see. That's surprising. Everyone, Sean says the same. I don't game too often, which is like, I don't know why. It's my ADHD. I think I can't.
I don't have time to game very much. Although Diablo 4 is releasing I believe the 20th of April, although last weekend they had a closed beta. This weekend they have an open beta. I think if you pre-ordered it, you can get in on that. And we'll be playing the hell out of that.
Hell yeah.
It's cross-platform play also. So we just got it for our PlayStation, and I have it for my PC. So she's been really good. She holds the baby and holds the controller, but the baby's like here. And so even with breastfeeding, she's able to play Hogwarts Legacy is what she's been playing lately. So she's pretty good at that. But that means we can play together, and it's kind of just right here. We have a little couch set up so that she can chill next to this big old desk I got.
Yeah,
and very exciting time. Do you have any interest in that?
I never played Diablo. I honestly don't even know much about it besides knowing it's a really old first-person shooter that's like all I know.
It's completely wrong.
I know like demons.
Not a first-person shooter. I don't know if you meant to say that.
Third person.
Are you thinking of Doom, perhaps?
I am thinking of Doom. See, this is how bad I am. I'm thinking of Doom.
Like, okay, demons, first-person shooter. Oh, that's Doom, right?
Yeah.
No, it's actually a kind of a top-down isometric. Yeah, it's isometric, right? 3D isometric run around third-person adventure game, I guess you'd call it. It's an adventure hack and slash kind of game. It's very, very cool, though. I've been a fan since T1, Diablo 1. And
yeah,
I'll have to go along with it. So that's, a little Diablo commercial for those of you who are picking it up. Let me know. Come to our Discord and say, hey, I'm also playing Diablo. Here's my gamer tag or username or whatever, and I'll get with you. Oh, yeah, Valo, thank you. It says all babies are a handful or more. Fortunately, it only takes about 10 years to get easier.
10 years.
I'll tell you, it got easier. I would say in the past month, the difficulty curve has dropped because the first 3 months or whatever, especially the first month, oh my God, I couldn't even think. I mean, the sleep, we were getting no sleep. But the past 3 months, he's been crazy and too much of a baby to really interact with in meaningful ways. There's no, but now he's like giggling and laughing and you can kind of predict what will get him excited more so. And it feels more like a relationship than kind of just taking care of something, Of course it was a relationship then as well. He was really nice and we get smiles out of him and it was great. But I think the laughing is a key thing for me. That's how I communicate, through laughter. So it makes sense. All right. Well, good shit, y'all. I say we call it.
I think so.
All right. Good news, everyone. Good news, everyone. Okay, I don't know if I can do the professor. All right, everybody. Well, we'll see you next week. Let's see if we have anyone cool coming on next week. We usually do.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see. Cardano Press.
Oh, yeah.
Really? That's sick. I don't know who scheduled it, but...
Yeah, I scheduled that one.
That must have been you. Yeah. So you've been playing with that, huh?
Yeah. I got it all working. I forget if I told you this yet. And I'm just like messing around with it. But one fun thing I did with it is to log into the back end of my website now, I could just sign a NAMI transact or just connect my NAMI and then I'm on the back end. Like, I mean, it's the difference between like typing in my password and connecting NAMI, but it just feels cool going into it. Like I have
that's one button.
Yeah. If anyone isn't aware, Cardano Press is a WordPress plugin that allows anyone with a WordPress website to add Cardano and to integrate Cardano blockchain into it. So for instance, you can give people roles based on what they're holding, based on what stake pools they're holding, like basically anything with the wallet.
So for a website.
Yeah.
Kind of like
for a WordPress website, which like 70% of like the internet uses, like even like Nike.com, I'm pretty sure is on WordPress.
I'd use WordPress if I was better at using.
I'm telling you, it's it's a tiny speed bump in the beginning, learning how to like the domain and the hosting and stuff. But once you get like Elementor on there, it's the same as like the website you're using. But
I like that. I really like that. I hope that we can integrate something for our Stella cards or something for our website.
Yeah.
Our website's completely dead right now, just so everybody knows. We're aware of it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, life has taken our attentions away, but we've got some ideas for that site that I hope that we can find the chutzpah to implement sometime. All right, everybody, let's call this thing good. GG, everyone. This was a lot of fun, and look forward to seeing you next week for CNFT News. I'm Scott Chestnut.
I'm with Spaces.
And I'm out of here.